How goes it, everybody? My name is Howitzer, and welcome back to SnowRunner. Well, Season 11 is upon us, and per usual, I am just a little bit late. So of course, with the new season comes a new map. And with the new map comes a couple new vehicles too. The one we're going to be focusing on today is the Burlak 6x6. Very, very interesting looking vehicle. Kind of reminds me of like a Sherp almost. I don't know if that's what it's based off of or if this is like an actual vehicle. I have no clue. Now you do have to do just a little tiny bit to get this one, but it's nothing that's out of the realm of possibility. It's very, very easy to get. There are already videos on how to get this, so I'm not gonna go through that. But I want to see how this thing does. It is kind of interesting. It has a lot of ground clearance. The tires look like they're decent. I don't know. I really haven't done anything with it yet. So let's see what we can do to this thing first. All right, for engines. Well, I guess just one engine. Okay. Gearbox, you got the stock and the high range. I didn't explore enough to find the high range transmission. I'm kind of a lazy fuck, so you can find out where that is and do that yourself. Suspension, well, can't do nothing with that either. Tires, just the one tire, I guess. Oh, it's good on ice too. That's pretty cool. Winch, you got stock, extended, advanced, autonomous, and then high power. Well, we'll go with the autonomous. Diff lock, that's already engageable. Snorkel, you got front facing and then tall front facing. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, sure. Frame add-ons. You got a little flatbed, gives you some repair parts. That's pretty cool. It is only a one slot. I mean, at least you can carry some sort of cargo with it if you really want to. You got the safety cage. Oh, that looks really cool. Sure, we'll put that on. You got the light trailer hitch and the heavy trailer hitch. Can you tow like the maintenance trailer and shit with this? Well, I guess we'll find out. You got trunk supplies, 300 repair parts, 80 fuel. Yeah, fuck it, we'll put that on. You got the slant back trunk kit. That's already on it. That gives you an extra 150 repair parts, an extra wheel, and 100 fuel. That's pretty cool. You can put the loading crane on there if you want to, but it does weigh a lot. So keep that in mind. Visuals, you got the front side, you got the little visor you can put on it. Yeah, sure. Rooftop, you got the factory beacons, the searchlight in the middle there, that's already on it. And then fog lights. We'll put the fog lights on. I think that looks a little better than that little searchlight. Front bumper. You got the reinforced bar, the heavy duty pipe, and then just the stock, which really isn't much of a bumper at all, really. We'll do the heavy duty pipe. That looks pretty cool. Miscellaneous, you got the horns, got a little repair kit on the inside, gives you an extra 150 repair parts. Holy Christ, this thing holds a lot of stuff. For being a scout, anyway. Exhaust, you got the outrolled, or just the stock. We'll do the outrolled, sure. Fenders, you got the fender pack, or just like the regular stock fenders. We'll put the extra wide ones on there. It doesn't look too bad. Colors. I mean, I suppose you can change the color up if you really wanted to. Get a couple different two-tone options you can do with it. Ooh, the red and the black and the white look really good. Actually, I'm gonna go with that. It doesn't look too bad. Of course, you got bobbleheads and other accessories, curtain stickers, all sorts of stickers, hood ornaments, all that shit. I want to go see how this thing does. I haven't really driven it, so we're gonna run it through my little gauntlet and see how it does. Let's just get into it. I mean, you know, it does look pretty fucking cool. Take a look at the inside once. Looks nice and cozy in here. Huh. Hmm. Doesn't sound terrible. Let's see what kind of trailers it'll pull. Oh yeah, it'll pull the bigger trailers. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe we'll do something with that later. Let's go see how it does on its own first. Try and get a little better assessment of this thing. We'll put her in four-wheel drive right away, or all-wheel drive. Oh, Mr. Pole. Let's take it down in here. Let's see how it does a little bit of mud. I guess I really don't know what to expect. I'm leaning towards not great because it's an in-game truck. But honestly, that wasn't terrible. That actually wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, where it really counts is how it's going to do through Swampy Town. Fifth gear is a little too much. Oh, that one tree just hung me up right there. It's stuck in my wheel well. Oh. Oh, what the fuck was I gonna say? Fifth gear seems a little much. I think it was something like that. You're not gonna get anywhere fast with this thing. It's not all that fast. I guess I don't really know about the high range transmission. I probably should have looked for it before making this video, but usually there's not really all that much of a difference, especially with the in-game shit. You know, I'm still rocking fifth gear. I have not dropped out of fifth gear yet, which is actually really surprising. I didn't even pay attention to the stats either. I probably should look at that when I get back to the garage. But we're still just chugging along. This thing refuses to quit. You know, for an in-game scout, it's going through this area actually really decent. I think a lot of it has to do with the ground clearance. And I think the tires are actually pretty decent. So far from what I'm seeing. Well, here comes the deep spot. Let's put it in low once. We'll lock that diff up. Looks like just a little bit of wheel slippage. Nothing crazy anyway. But once we come out of it here, yeah, I could actually see this thing doing pretty well through some pretty nasty areas. You know, I've only been driving it for a few minutes, and I tell you what, it could be doing a whole hell of a lot worse than what it is. Diff lock all the time, obviously, always helps. And I think it would help this tremendously. Oh, we finally dropped out of fifth gear. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Or was that when I switched back from low? I don't know. But I guess if you don't really like this thing, there are probably people right now modding this thing. So just give it a little time. Maybe you'll like it if somebody mods it. I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice if all-wheel drive was, or a diff lock was on all the time. That'd be nice. Well, oh, look at I don't have a head in there. Oh, I'm a little bugged out, I guess. It actually didn't do that all that bad for a scout, surprisingly. Let's go do some other stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, stoppy. Woo! Holy shit. Let's take it up on the rocks once. See how it does some of this. I don't expect it all to do very well. Well, shit. Let's try that one more time. You know, they really do need to make a extended autonomous scout winch. Let's try and take it a little more slowly. So they don't tip, because... Oh! I guess this thing is just a little top heavy. Alright. What do you think? You think it'll actually get up here? I don't know. I suppose I didn't really have high hopes for it. But I suppose, like a lot of vehicles, you find the right line. Oh, I thought it was going to do it. You find the right line, I bet it would climb this. Even though it's not really technically made for it. But, oh, it wants to. Oh my god, I actually made it. Oh, don't go off the other side. Stop. Stop. This is not what this truck is fucking intended to do. I wonder if I can actually get it to go up here. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna go up? If I can catch that other... Oh! 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 Come on. Get up there. Oh! Oh my god. I don't think I've ever done this with an in-game vehicle before. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, it actually did it. Wow. Oh! Come on, roll back. Oh, roll. Oh. I can't believe it actually did that. Let's just go straight into pulling a trailer. I'm not going to do any more. Alright, we got the maintenance trailer. Let's go see how it does pulling some weight. You know, surprisingly, for an in-game truck, it actually didn't do all that bad. Did they actually, like, make a decent fucking vehicle for once? We put her down in low. Lock the diff. Let's see if it'll actually pull the hill. Like I said, you're not gonna get anywhere real quick with this one. I don't think it's made to be fast. It's made to explore. It's made to scout around. That's why it's called a scout. Oh, come on. Don't stop right here. Keep going. There you go. Keep crawling your way. Don't... I've been saying nice things about you this whole video. Don't fucking let me down. Oh boy, she is a little slow. That's for sure. Well, if you want to make a recovery, it'll take you fucking hours to do it, but at least you'll do it. God, diff lock all the time. It needs diff lock all the time. You know, usually some of them foreign trucks, I'll say foreign because it's outside of the US and I'm American. Usually most of them vehicles do have all-wheel drive. I mean, diff lock on all the time. I was really surprised that this didn't have that option. They should have made that something you have to find at least. Alright, let's see how it does the little downhill. It is kinda struggling to pull the maintenance trailer. It's... Oh, don't tip. You're gonna tip me. Oh. Shit. Alright, we're back on our way. I will say, if you don't have something sturdy to winch to, you're fucked. Plain and simple. Yeah, it's a little tippy. The track width on this vehicle is very, very narrow. It's not it's not very wide. At least the tires aren't. The vehicle's kind of wide, but the tires are not. I mean, it is doing it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess, how often do you really pull one of these trailers with a Scout? Usually these are reserved for just a little bit bigger of a vehicle. It's hard to say because it is kind of struggling, but it's also doing it. It's not doing it very well, but it is doing it. I'm not even gonna fucking attempt that hill, so we're just gonna send it on down this way. We're gonna see what happens here. We're gonna give her an old college try here. Wow, that was surprisingly decent. Wow, okay. I was expecting a little more carnage there, but I guess not. At least on the pavement, it does really good. Let's see what happens when the road just gets a little muddy. Oh boy. I see how much that front end is spinning compared to everything else. God, it... You know, I really do appreciate the devs and all that actually making content for this game, because I don't know if a lot of companies actually do that for their shit how many years after the game came out. But you think they would make a decent one, because this has the potential to actually be a really, really good Scout, and it kind of is. But something as simple as just fucking have the diff locked all the time, something that simple could make this truck fucking 10 times better. Here comes the puddle. Let's see what happens here. Just gonna slowly pull through it. We're still in 5th gear. We haven't dropped yet. I'm not gonna switch it over. I was gonna switch it into low, but I'm not gonna. Okay, well, it was pulling out. This low gear is really slow. You wouldn't want to be riding around in low gear with the diff locked all the way to your fucking destination, I'll tell you that. I have seen all I need to see with this one. Well, that was the Burlak 6x6. I gotta say, it actually looks really good. It actually looks really cool. You know, it's actually not all that bad, except just a couple little things that just make it not as good as what it really could be. The tires actually seem like they're a decent tire. It really does seem that way. It is a little tippy. That kind of sucks. But it actually isn't all that bad. Maybe on the snow it does a little better. I don't know. But from what I can tell, yes, of course you can pick apart every fucking thing that the devs do and release and whatever. This one actually isn't all that terrible. I'll say, I tell you what, it did pretty much everything that I threw at it, which for an in-game vehicle, that's kind of impressive. Yeah, it struggles, but it did everything that I wanted it to do. I'll say good job with this one. It actually isn't all that bad. But your opinion may vary. Let me know. Put it down below. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Hit that subscribe button for me as well. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.